What's up everyone, Terraquake here, and welcome back to the Pokemon White walkthrough. In yesterday's episode, we took down Team Plasma in the Dragon Spiral Tower. Well, we technically didn't really take them down. Like, we defeated some grunts, but N was at the top, and he's already gotten control of the dragon. So if anything, they're winning. But we have now been sent back to the Desert Resort and the Relic Castle because more Team Plasma grunts are here, and apparently we're here to, I think, find a certain stone or something like that. I honestly skipped through all of the dialogue, but it is time to head back inside the Desert Resort. I know, sucks that we're here in the sandstorm again, but hey, on the bright side, we don't have to be in it for long because we're just going to be spending this video in the Desert Resort, and then we'll have to head to Nacrene City towards the very end. And I only have 15 max repels remaining. Should be plenty for this video, but I'll definitely grab some. And why did I get on my bike? You can barely move through the sand on your bike. Anyways, if you remember, there's two entrances to the Relic Castle, but you're going to want to use the same one that you used earlier to get like the fossils and stuff. Also, Charon's going to see us at the entrance, and of course he's going to be right behind us. We're going to take out all of the trainers for him. You already know the deal. So let me go ahead and not use another max repel. Don't know why I did that. Literally just did that not even a minute ago. I guess my memory is the worst. And I did not mean to go down here either. Yeah, if you remember, that worker was blocking you earlier from going down those stairs, but now you can. So if, you know, you don't be like me and run along these little sand pits and you just walk across them, then you'll be fine and you can move on down these stairs and get to fighting some grunts. Well, first, here's one of the 7 sages, but he is not going to battle us. I don't think you ever battle any of the sages. I know in Black 2 and White 2 you fight Zinzalin. He's like the only one that sort of stuck around from the original games, but in Black and White I'm pretty sure you don't fight any of them, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, so here we go. I've got Scrafty up front to deal with this guy's Watchog. Now, I have a Woobat on the team right now because we are going to need to fly to Nacrene City in a little bit. So I actually do not have S-Cavalier on the team, but that's fine. He was already level 41 anyways. And of course, I still have the EXP share on Frillish. I'd like to use Frillish pretty soon. Actually, you know what? We're going to do that. Well, no, we're not going to do that right now. I was thinking because Crocorock's a ground type, we'd have a good chance, but then I remembered it's also part dark. I know it's got like Crunch or something. I don't want Frillish to die, so we will just leave the EXP share on him for now, and then he's only 5 levels away from evolving, so once he becomes a Jellicent, then we will definitely be using him. And of course, that will be the last team member. Then our team is basically going to be set for the rest of the series, which is pretty exciting. But down goes the first grunt, nothing too difficult right there. And you do purposely want to take this little sand pit down to basement floor number 2, I think it is. And yeah, right below us is a max potion. There we go. And now it's going to get a bit more confusing because, well, first we're going to take on a grunt, but then you're going to have like multiple sand pits to fall into. I don't necessarily remember the exact, ones to go through, so I've got a little guide pulled up here. I want to make sure I grab all of the items, and in order to do that, you're sort of going to have to loop back around and purposefully take some of the wrong ones. And Scraggy, say hello to your daddy, Pants Man, right here. Yeah, that's right, Scrafty's just better, dude. Scraggy, you were great, but Scrafty is so awesome. Also, I wonder how Scrafty's body becomes orange when it evolves. Not really sure how that works, but whatever. It's cool nonetheless. And we will brick break that Watchog as well. Alright, so on this floor in just a second, we are about to grab the TM for Shadow Ball. I think I said earlier that Shadow Ball wasn't available until like Victory Road, but I guess I was wrong about that. You can find it right here in the Relic Castle, so that's very nice. I will definitely be teaching that to Musharna, that is for sure. And looks like you're going to want to skip over that first sand pit there, or whatever you want to call these things. I'm just calling them sand pits. Not really sure if that's the right term, but yeah, you're going to want to take this second one. First, we're going to have to deal with this Garbodor, and speaking of Musharna, that's who I've got in the front of the party right now. And I'll probably get rid of Nightmare. I want to keep Hypnosis on him for a little while. Nightmare was fun to use, but, it's not like it's the greatest move in the world. I feel like it just doesn't live up to its name. Like Nightmare, you would think is like a super strong, powerful move. It's a nightmare, but no, it's literally just like residual damage. It's cool nonetheless. And oh my gosh, can I just hit? Firstly, we get fully paralyzed. I didn't even know Clear Smog could flinch you. That's a weird. I guess it has 2 secondary effects then. Gets rid of all stat changes and can flinch. Kinda wild if you ask me. Anyways, down you go. And Jelly's level 36. So, I think we're going to now put Frillish up to the front. We've got another Krokorok coming up soon. I want to see if Jelly's good enough to handle it all by itself. I'm just worried about getting hit by a Dark-type move. Anyways, right there is Shadow Ball, as I said. So, very awesome. TM. Alright, let's head down this sand pit. And we can fight a Grunt and then head down another sand pit. I think it's going to be this one. I don't think it's going to be this one down here. Yeah, we want to fight this Grunt and then take that one immediately. I hope. I don't know. I could be totally wrong. But this place isn't too long. I think we only have like 3 Grunts left or something like that. So, not that bad at all. Quicker than the Dragon Spiral Tower. Oh, I'm sorry. We've got 3 more after this guy. So, my bad. Anyways, here we go. Frillish, y'all are both level 36. So, let's just hope we don't get hit with a crunch. Is he going to live it? Yeah, that's what I was worried about. Okay, and you've got Moxie, jeez. Alright, well, that's not going to matter. We can just send in Pants Man here, but that does suck, you know? It does really suck that I now have to revive Frillish, and that's exactly why I shouldn't have sent it out. Gosh dang it, man. Alright, whatever. You're going down, Krokorok, and we took down the Plasma Grunt. I'm just going to use a revive. I won't even heal you fully since, yeah, you're not coming out again. I think we really have to wait until you become a Jellicent to become, like, tanky, because that's when Frillish gets, like, a ton of HP. You know, right now, level 36 and still only 87 HP just is not that great. So, Scrafty will go back to the front of the party, and then we can take this sand pit down. Also, you can still move around as you're sinking. It looks like my character is going crazy. But, yeah, here we go. We can pick up a couple of items. I think, yep, there's a hidden super potion right there on that mound. I don't think there's one on this one. Nope. And then we can pick up a sunstone. And is there a hidden item over here? No. Okay, that's fine. Now, I know there's a section of the Relic Castle that you can only access in the post-game. So, once we do get to the post-game, I'll have to remember that. For now, let's just loop back around, and I think, yeah, we do have to go back up a couple of floors, which does kind of suck. So, that's what I meant when you sort of have to loop back around, and you can see now we're back where we got Shadow Ball, and now I am going to make sure to take the right sand pit. First, let's grab this item over here. I'm just trying to be very careful not to accidentally hit the run button. But we got the max revive, and then we can take on this other Grunt, which, yeah, I'm gonna go all the way around just in case, because I think even if you walk like straight towards the black part in the middle, then you sink down, even if you're walking. Then again, I haven't tried that, so I don't know. We'll try it after this fight, since it won't matter. We are about to take the correct sand pit. Here's another Grunt, though. I've got Scrafty back to the front, just because, you know, this Lipard is a dark type. Team Plasma's got a bunch of dark types. So it's just the easiest thing to go out to. Especially since I've got Escavalier in the PC. But he'll be back in the next video, do not worry. And then I think after this episode, like, we should just not have to have any other HM Pokemon on the team. I don't know, there may be a couple of places in the post game where we could use Cut or something like that, but that's not really the biggest deal in the world. And, oh wait, you're poisoned, Horton. Or sorry, you're paralyzed. So I'm going to go into Monty instead for these next 2 Pokemon, which I think are just a bunch of pieces of trash. Yeah, that's right, Trubbish. I'm not even calling you by your name. You're just a piece of garbage. Hate to do it to you, man. But, I mean, technically it's right. You are just a piece of garbage after all. And you've got another one, so we will give this thing an Earthquake. I'm surprised that this whole castle, with how old it is and it being like covered by all of the sand, it's not like going down because of these earthquakes. Then again, that goes for any time I've used Earthquake in like buildings and stuff too, but that's the Pokemon world for you. Alright, so we can loop around this hole, and pick up a PP up, I'm pretty sure. Yep, there it is. And let me see, if we walk straight towards the middle, do you still fall down? Yeah, you do. Okay, so be careful even if you are walking around. And then once you have reached these 2 plasma grunts, that's when you know you are almost at the last floor. So it's just these 2 guys, and then we will see Charon and Alder down below. Of course, Charon's still back outside, you know, making us defeat all of the plasma grunts because he's just straight up too lazy, man. He is too lazy. All right, another Watchog. You know what we do to these things. Give him a good little brick break. Scrafty's faster than I thought, too. You know, I always thought, like, Scraggy and Scrafty's pants always falling down would make him slower, but nah, he's kind of a speedy boy. And you've got a Scraggy. Luckily, fighting does not resist fighting, so there's another easy one-shot there. And then I think we'll take Scrafty out from the front because we have another Trubbish coming up. Also, on these lower floors of the Relic Castle, you can find Krokorok and Cofagrigus in the wild. So basically just the evolved forms of the Pokemon that you could find earlier in here. But let's take on this final grunt. Also, make sure to not hop that ledge. That's where we were just a second ago when we got the Super Potion and all that good stuff. And, yeah, here we go. So, Trubbish is coming out. Once again, going to hit this thing with an Earthquake. And then I think we can probably just stay in against the Liepard. Why the heck not? Maybe we'll level up too. Excadrill is pretty close to doing that. Then again, I'm not too worried about Excadrill's levels. I mean, of course, I still want him to level up. But in terms of, like, new moves and stuff, his moveset's kind of, you know, kind of set. We could use like a better physical steel type move, but other than that, he is chillin'. Unless I wanted to get rid of Slash and maybe get like Swords Dance instead, which would be crazy. So maybe that'll happen, but no, we're gonna fall just short. Jelly does get to level 37. You're trying to get Rain Dance. You know what? You still have Absorb, so I'm gonna get rid of Rain Dance. Not really sure why Frillish gets Absorbed, but it's gonna be weak nonetheless. So hey, if I ever want to boost my water-type moves, I suppose I can do that now. But let's head down this sand pit and start panicking. Oh no, we're gonna die. Now we're just going down to the bottom floor. And down here, Ghetsis is with Alder. So we've got some big story things happening. And hey, Sharon, nice of you to join us. Thanks for making me do all the hard work. But yeah, this is just another long piece of dialogue. Ghetsis is here, and you know, he's gotten hold of the Dark Stone. I think that is the stone that was here. And if you're playing Pokemon Black, then he'll say he's gotten hold of the Light Stone and stuff like that. So yeah, he's just gonna blabber on about more Team Plasma stuff. You know the deal by now. I mean, liberating Pokemon and doing all that stuff, and he's trying to do that with the help from the legendary Pokemon. But basically what we're going to get out of this is that we need, in order to counteract his Dark Stone, or again in Pokemon Black, his Light Stone, we're going to need to go back to Nacrene City and find the Light Stone, or if you're playing Pokemon Black, the Dark Stone. And we will do that by talking to Lenora back in the museum. So now we're getting a call on the cross transceiver, I think from Juniper. Yep. And she is going to tell us to come over to the museum. So I know this is a point in the game where some people get like lost if you really don't pay attention to the dialogue, but all you got to do is after the Dragon Spiral Tower, come back to the Relic Castle, get down to the floor with Ghetsis, and then head to the Nacrene Museum. And then after that stuff, the Tube Line Bridge will be opened up back by Route 8, and that's what allows you to get to the final, well, not the final city of the game, but, you know, the final gym. You know what I mean. But I think we just need to meet out front of the museum. You don't really have to go inside. So let's see. Oh yeah, everyone's here, dude. It's a party. Both Junipers, Bianca, Alder, there's a Lenora. And yeah, she's eventually going to give us the Light Stone. So this will come in handy much later on in the game. Well, not much later on, pretty soon. During, you know, the climax and stuff, the final battles. So it's pretty exciting. And Alder, yeah, just make sure you answer yes to his question. He's like worried for us. He's like, oh, if you take that stone, then you're going to have to be the one that battles in. Yeah, that's fine with me, dude. I've beaten him like 5 times this game. So there we go. We got the Dark Stone. Did I have that backwards? I think I said I was getting the Light Stone. Okay, then Pokemon Black, you get the Light Stone. You guys know. It's just vice versa with the games. So now everyone's going to split off. Alder is going to tell us about Drayden, though, in Opelucid City. He's the gym leader, and he will have some good information on dragon types and hopefully the legendary Pokemon, because he is a dragon type gym leader after all. But yeah, now it's just Lenora and Bianca left, and yes, I know where Opelucid City is, Bianca. I'm not like you. So there we go. We have gotten hold of the Darkstone, and we are going to be off to Opelucid City in tomorrow's episode. For now, though, I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a great rest of your day, and until next time, deuces.